Yeah, here we go. Round number one. Pros getting in the gate, get them locked and loaded. I got Benjamin Cardwell coming out of Belmont, North Carolina. Michael Rett coming out of Pittsburgh, PA. Nikki Schwartz coming out of Lewington, North Carolina. Cameron the Dirt Devil Moore coming out of Chapel Hill. And Johnny Vance coming out of Baltimore, Maryland. Gate slamming down on this one, picking them up, going into turn number one. We got some fast cats out there. I got the Dirt Devil, got the whole shot Johnny on the inside. Reich into three, getting down in there, coming out of turn number one, heading into the short straight. It's going to be Moore, Vance, the 12 bike of Michael Reich, and Schwartz, 1, 2, 3, and 4, stacking them up into turn number three, looking for that last turn. Going to take round number one. Vance knocking on the back door into three, looking for a little low line, going to make it work. Got a little drag race to finish line. This Dirt Devil finish line, going to have to call that one. Maybe Cameron. Ooh, it's getting going. Here we go. Got round two in the gate. I got Drew Markle out of Fuquay Arena. I got Cameron Bramer coming out of South Park, PA. Russell Waller coming out of Manassas, Virginia. Jim Bramer coming out of South Park, PA. Ryan Bramer coming out of South Park. This is the Bramer Moto. And Wesley Cart coming out of Grovetown, Georgia. Gate slamming down on this one. Let's check out the three Bramers going into turn number one. It looks like I got the number three, Cameron Bramer on the inside with the whole shot. He's got coming out of Virginia in the second one. Coming out of turn number one down that second straightaway. Bramer getting a little breathing room, but we got Bramer and Bramer in the pack. It's an accounting firm. We got the 25 bike moving into the two. The two coming into turn number three, still sitting on the top side, Bramer, but they're sorting out in the back. I got them three wide going to that rhythm section into turn number 3, 4 action coming at you. It's going to be Bramer taking the win. So rack 3 coming up right here. I got Tom the Missile coming out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Rebecca Robinson coming out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Jeremy Thompson coming out of Graham, North Carolina. Sebastian Benzer out of Raleigh. Nolan Carwell out of Belmont. And Philip Welch out of Mebane. Gate slamming down on this one. Get the whole shot express from the outside. Looks like it's going to be Cardwell. Got the Jets going out of 8. It's Cardwell, Missile. Thompson, 1, 2, 3, stacking them up down that second straightaway. Coming to that second turn. Cardwell hanging on to it. Got a little pressure from Missile. Got Thompson in the 3. Bettinger give a little room in a turn number 3. It's still on the top side going to be Cardwell, Missile, Thompson, 1, 2, and 3. Single file action coming at you. Last straightaway taking the win in round number 1 is going to be Nolan, Tom, and Jeremy.
Thank you very much. Yep, awesome. Appreciate it. All right, and with that, we're first rack. Pedal racing is on. 10 and under girls open. Ellie, Adeline, Gwen, Callie, Blair, and Natalie. Coming out of the turn, it looks like we got Callie Kopetsky out in front, followed closely by Natalie, followed by Adeline and Gwen. On to the third straight they go into the turn. Callie, Nat, Addie going down the 4 straight. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be a drag race, but Callie takes the win. $11 over girls open. Out in front, we got Emily, the Chicken Fisk, styling in that costume. Followed closely by Ashley and Lauren Pike. Round the turns. Quick check over her shoulder. Let's see how it goes. Looks like we got Emily for the first, Ashley for the second, Lauren for the third. Nine and under boys open. Brady, Jackson, Jace, Jamison, and Ty out in front. I think that's Brady Hubbard leading the way. Round the turn he goes. Second place. It's the 87 of Jamison, followed by the 16, Jace Talley. On to the fourth straight they go. Single file. That's the way they're going to finish. Second rack of 9 and under boys open. Samuel Brooks, Santiago Martin, and Axel. All right, out in front, we got Axel going at it. Axel and Mason Gray battling it out for the number one. Is that Preston? Preston. Sorry, Preston's out in front with Mason Gray battling it out. Oh, I announced the wrong moto first. All right, moto number 6, 9 under boys open. Samuel Brooks, Santiago Martin, and Axel. This is the one that has Axel on it. Out in front, Axel leading the way. Down the second straight, followed by the 96 of Santiago and the 95 of Samuel. Ten to 12 boys open. Joey, Diesel, Matthew, Camden, Patrick, Vaughn, and Carson. Looks like out in front, it's the number 3 state plate of Matthew Brown being followed closely by the 657 of Diesel. They're battling it out for first and second. We'll see what happens. Diesel takes over the lead, and away he goes with it. It's going to be Diesel and Matthew. Our second rack of 10 to 12 boys open. Moto number 8, Dominic, Don, Jackson, Jackson, Kopeski, Jackson, Leggett, Benjamin, Bryson, and Declan. Out in front, that looks like it's the number 5 of Jackson Kopeski, followed closely by the number 13 of Dominic Dunn. Third place looks like we got Ben Johnson. First and second battling it out on the fourth straight. Let's see what happens. A little styling. All right, 13 to 14 boys open. Ryder, Frankie, Justin, Tyler, and Eason. 10 and under girls cruiser on the track. Moto number 10. We got Adeline Shoemaker, Natalie Moutlock, Emma Howell, and Ellie Hustis. Coming around the turn, it's Natalie out in front, followed closely by Adeline. That's the 1 and 2 state plates battling it out. Ellie's in third, Emma's in fourth. Down the third straight the girls go. Addie's looking for a way around Nat. But I think that's the way they're going to finish. Moto number 11, 70-20 women's cruiser, Drianne, Amanda, and Emery. Out in front, Drianne leading the way, followed by Amanda, followed by Emery. And that's the way they're going to finish. All right, 36-40 women's cruiser, Mariana, Tara, Ashley, Katerina, and Natasha. Out in front, we got Ash. We got Ashley Nyborg leading the way. Kat coming in second, number 1. Mariana's in third. On to the 4th straight they go. I got to give extra props to anybody out there racing in a costume. That's awesome. Seven and under cruisers. Moto number 13, Maxwell, Ryder, and Parker. I think out in front, that's the 863 of Maxwell Moore, followed by the 276 of Parker Carlson, being followed very closely by the 749 of Ryder Kratt. Around the turns they go, on to the 3rd straight. Maxwell continuing to lead the way. That's the way they're going to finish. Eleven cruisers. Caden, Declan, Dexter, and Vaughn. Out in front is the number 1. I wish I could say it's the number 1 plate, but I got number 1 PA, number 1 state, and number 1 NC. But out in front is Caden Eichert leading the way. I think followed by Declan, then Vaughn, then Dexter. (17-20) cruiser. Steve, Sebastian, Gavitt, and Bill. Out in front, we got Sebastian leading the way. Down the 2nd straight he goes. Followed by the 13 of Steve. Followed by Gavitt. Followed by Bill. That's the way they're going to finish. And they're off. 5 and under novice. Little tykes, little bikes. Calvin, Haley, Simon, Job, Jameson, Carson, Cooper, and Martin. Out in front. That's the 857 of Simon. Followed by, I think that's Martin Toro. I'm not quite sure who the mummy is. think we all got a root for that mummy in third place. It's fantastic. That's a great costume. Oh, looks like we got a dinosaur? No, that's not dinosaur. What is that? Bowser? All right, Bowser. We got a Bowser out there too. All right, 6-year-old novices. 2 combined, 4 to main. So this is 9 riders. So this is the strange situation. We're doing transfer racing. The top two riders from Moto 17 and Moto 18 are going to make it all the way onto the mains. And the remaining 5 riders will combine into a single moto in round 2. So if you have a rider in this moto, keep that in mind. So for this moto, we got Tristan Brooks, Maximiliano, Caleb, and Tiago out in front. Looks like we got Caleb Pike out there leading the way. And he takes the win. Second rack of 6-year-old novices, Jackson, Tanner, Samuel, and Lincoln. Out in front, I think that's the Samuel Hernandez leading the way into the turn. Back out in second. Looks like it's the 375 of Tanner, followed by the 202 of Lincoln. And then the 705 of Jackson. You hungry? Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go pee-pee or poo-poo? Alrighty, 7-year-old novices on the track. Chase, Blair, and Joshua. Out in front, number 80 of Chase, followed by the 99, followed by the 9 of Blair, followed by the 85 of Joshua Dexter. On to the third straight they go. Moto number 28-year-old novices Jackson, and Ty. Out in front. That looks like the 558 of Ty, followed by the 165 of Jackson, followed by the 566 Jackson Kincaid. And that's the way they're going to finish. Nine-year-old novices Emma Santiago and Ryan. Out in front looks like we got the 96 of Santiago. '96 of Santiago, followed by the 127 of Ryan, followed by the 478 of Emma. Around the turns they go, on to the 4 straight. Santiago leading the charge out in front. That's the way they're going to finish. 12-year-old novices Lauren, Carson, and Andy. Pedaling that turn, coming out in first. Looks like it's the 614 of Carson Smith, followed by the number 11 of Lauren Pike, followed by the 192 of Andy Smith. On to the 4 straight they go. Fifteen novices, moto number 23, Ali, Frankie, and Andrew. All right, out in front is the 163 of Andrew, followed by the 630 of Frankie, followed by the 022 of Ali. Seventeen to 20 novices. Moto number 24, Ricardo, John, Hunter, and Chris. Woo. Out in front is the number 15, State Plate. Frisk, followed by the 578 of Hunter, followed by the 18 of John. We're going to get a check on Ricardo, but I think he looks okay. Looks like we got Chris and Hunter battling it out. All right, let's give a hand for Ricardo back up on the bike. Let him finish out his race. (41 to 45). Moto number 25. Brian, Juan, and Taylor. Was Juan sitting down while he went around that turn? We got Juan out in front, followed by Taylor Pike, followed by Brian Ratledge around the turn. Taylor takes over the number 1 spot from Juan, taking it low. Let's see what happens in the second turn. Second turn. Brian takes over the number 2 spot from Juan. Juan falls back to 3. Juan takes it low, takes back over the number 2 spot. (46 to 50 novices). Daniel, Anthony, and Glenn. Whoa. I don't know. Out in front is the 115 of Anthony, followed by the 872 of Glenn. We're going to get a check on Daniel, make sure he's okay. Got the wind knocked out of him. 51 and over novices. Nelson, Wayne, Doug, and Carlos. Out in front, looks like we got Carlos, followed by the 203 of Doug, followed by the 774 of Wayne, and then the 876 of Nelson. Bet it on black. Bet it on black. All right, on to intermediate racing. 6-year-old intermediates, Cole, Ryder, Jacob, and Christopher. Out in front, looks like we got the number 25 of Ryder Kratt, followed by the number 2, Christopher Kilger, followed by the number 3, Jacob Liskey, followed by the 47 of Cole Moore. Ryder's leading the way, but Christopher's trying to figure it out, as is Jacob. A single file racing, I think that's the way they're going to finish. Eight-year-old intermediates, moto number 29, Israel, Jace, Jameson, and Tevin. Out in front, it's the 109 of Israel, followed by the 87 of Jameson Roberts. I love the costume, but it also sometimes means I don't know who the riders are. All right, 9-year-old intermediates on the track. Evan, Dexter, Andrew, and Blake. Out in front, we got Jacob Liskey, followed by the 39 of Blake Doherty, followed by the 26 of Dexter Shoemaker. Into the turn they go. There's a battle going on for second place between Blake and Dexter. We'll see what happens. Blake pushes Dexter high. It's going to be a drag race. Ten-year-old intermediates, Patrick, Andrew, Camden, and Jackson. All together in the pack, but out in front is the number 3 of Camden Roberts. Followed closely by the 356 of Patrick Martinez. Followed by the number 4 state plate, Jackson Leggett. Twelve-year-old intermediates, Ashton, Matthew, and Diesel. We got the number 3 state plate of Matthew Brown out in front, followed by the 657 of Diesel and the number 4 of Ashton. 657 of Diesel trying to figure out a way around Matthew Brown. We'll see what happens. Matthew Brown's leading the way. Diesel's right on his tail. He's not settling for second. And they're going to drag it out. Let's see what happens. Good racing. (26-35) intermediates. Anthony, Joseph, Michael, Zach, James, and Spencer. You got the 179 of Anthony out. Oh, no, he just got taken over by the 99 of Spencer. In turn number 2, Spencer's holding on to it, opening up the lead. Looks like we got a little bit of a race there going back there for second. .46 to 50 intermediates on the track. David, Ed, James, and Durant. Out in front, James leading the way. Durant's putting on the steam. We'll see what happens into turn number 2. James holds on to it. Durant's coming on strong. Going to try and squeeze through on the inside. We'll see what happens in turn number 3. James is opening up his lead. I think Durant says, all right, I'm going to save it for next round. Eight girls expert. Adeline, Callie, and Gwen. Callie's out in front, but Addie's trying to figure out a way around her. Gwen's in third. We'll see what happens in turn number 2. Oh, we're not waiting until the... All right, we're going to have the pros go in about 5 minutes. So the pros are going to be going in 5 minutes. All right, on the track, 21 to 30 women's experts, Emily, Bianca, and Tara. Yeah. It is a nice view. Bianca slides underneath Emily in the turn. I hear a bunch of laughing going on. Emily takes over the number 1 spot, Bianca then Tara. All right, 7-year-old experts. Parker, Maxwell, Finnegan, and Brooks. Everyone's taking it low, riding the line in that turn. Boy. Out in front. Got the 12 of Maxwell Moore, followed by the number 1 of Brooks, followed by the 61 of Finnegan, followed by the 5 of Parker. Into the turns they go and around. Onto the 4 straight. Parker's putting on the steam. He doesn't want 4th. He wants 3rd. There's a drag race for first. I'm not calling that at all. We're going to have to wait for the scorers to make that one. I'm just the announcer. My call is not final. Nine-year-old experts. Moto number 38. Axel, Brady, Preston, and Mason. Out in front, we got the number 2 of Preston, followed by the 17 of Mason. Got a battle going on. Preston's out in front, but Mason's not happy with where he wants to be. He wants to be in first place. Well, let's see what happens down on the final turn. Preston's opening it up, followed by Mason, Brady, Axel. Moto number 39, 10-year-old experts. Bryson, Joey, Dominic, and Jackson. Out in front is the number 5 of Jackson Kapasky, followed by the number 13 of Dominic Dunn. Down the 4 straight. Let's see how it goes. Looks like Jackson's going to hold on to it, followed by Dominic. All right, 11-year-old experts. Ben, Kaden, Declan. Ben Johnson leading the way down the second straight. Followed closely by the number 2 of Declan, with number 3 of Caden. All right, 14 of the experts. Aiden, Justin, Easton, Ryder, and Tyler. Leading the way, number 9, Tyler Gavin, styling down the second straight, followed by the number 8 of Justin, and that hot dog on a bike, Easton Vaughn. Tyler, Justin, Easton. That's the way they're going to finish. All right, final moto of round 1, 46 to 50 experts. Moto number 42, Luke, Scott, and Jake. We got the 163 of Scott out in front, followed by, I'm going to say the 251 of Luke, followed by Jake. Into turn number 3 they go. Scott, Luke, Jake.
I'll leave him here. He's going to be fine.
Yep. All right, folks, and with that, we're done with round 1. We're going to begin round 2 in a moment. We're going to start with the Pro-Am. I think there was a couple kids that were in the expert that were in the Pro-Am. Maybe not. I thought Easton was doing it. All right. Mike is yours. You doing okay, Calvin?
Round number 2 getting locked and loaded. Pro-Am action coming at you. Getting it going here. 1B, I got Nolan Cardwell, Rebecca Robinson, Sebastian Bedinger, Drew Markle, and Nikki Showtime Schwartz. Gate slamming down on this one. I got topside action coming at you. It's going to be Cardwell from the outside. Once again, taking it into turn number 1. Cardwell sitting on the top side. Into the 2. It looks like it's going to be Schwartz moving up in there, but he's got Marco on the 3. Bedinger trying to shop forward into turn number 2. We got him stacking up, but Cardwell says, I'm out of here. And in the words of Otis Hopkins, checking out like a cheap motel. It's Cardwell in the 1, taking it into turn number 4. Got Schwartz, Marco, Bedinger, Robinson, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 coming them out. Finish line coming at you. Schwartz going to take the 2. Bedinger in the 3. Marco in the 4. Looking for low points in that semi. Moto 2 in the gate. I got Waller, Cardwell, Clark, Reich, Missile, and more. Round number 2 coming at you. Got the Whole Shot Express. Just the Dirt Devil with the pull. Coming into turn number 1, it's going to be Moore. Got Missile on the 2. Waller trying to work it into 3. Moore checking him out down the second straightaway into turn number 2. Got it sewed up into 2, looking for some clean air action. Missile into 2. Waller into 3. Shopping for it going into turn number 3. Single file action still coming at you. Moore sitting on the low points. Missile sitting into 2. Waller into 3. Coming at you. Got Reich into 4. Single file action. A little bumping and grinding in the back. The pack going on, but Moore taking the win. Moto 3 Pro-Am action coming at you. I got Johnny Vance, Philip Welch, Cam Bramer, Thompson, Jim Bramer, and Ryan Bramer. Here we go. Gate slamming down. Got the wheel popping down at first straightaway. It looks like it's going to be Moore. Excuse me, that's got too many Supercross colors. Bramer sitting in the 1. He's got Johnny on the 2. Thompson in the 3. Trying to find a way up into it, slipping back to the 4. But I got Bramer sitting in the 1. Johnny looking around on the back wheel, trying to find a way. The 14 bike of Bramer in the 3. It's going to be Bramer, Johnny, Bramer, Thompson. 1, 2, 3, 4, checking out the low points, going in the third round, sitting in the top side. Johnny trying to get the finish line again, but it's still Bramer, Johnny, Bramer, and Thompson. Yeah, coming at you second round action.
She looked pretty good on her. And then she just decided, you know what, second screen, I'm sorry. But that was good. I was proud of her.
Yeah, she's doing good.
I don't think any of the girls are honestly going the hardest. They're having fun. That's what matters.
All right. Getting it started with our 10 and under girls open. Ellie, Adeline, Gwen, Callie, Blair, and Nally. Out in front, we got Adeline Shoemaker, followed by Gwen Salter, followed by, I think that's the number 9, Blair Motluck, and the 526, Ellie Hustis. Leading the way, Addie Shoemaker taking a quick glance back, followed by Gwen, followed by Blair. I think we got a race on for number 3 between Blair and Ellie. Let's see what happens. Blair takes it low. He's getting on the pedals. So is Ellie. Oh, it's going to be close. I think Blair gets it.
That was very, very fun. All right, Calvin, do you want to do your last lap? Yes or no?
11 and over, girls open. Emily, Ashley, and Lauren. Emily is leading the way, followed by Ashley, then Lauren. Into the turn, the chicken goes. Coming out in first. Emily Fisk leading the way, followed by Ashley, then Lauren. Up. Emily goes high. Ashley gets underneath her. Emily takes the win. Nine and under boys open. Brady Jackson, Jace Jamison, and Ty out in front. It looks like it's the number 16 and Jace Talley, followed by, I don't know, it looks like the 658, the 558 at Ty. Slides in underneath to take over the number 2 spot. right, second rack of 9 under boys open. Preston, Mason, Finnegan, Max, and Brooks. Out in front, I think that's Brooks in the way. Nine and under boys open, third rack. Out in front is the 95 of Samuel, followed by the 840 of Brooks, followed by the 614 of Martin. Ten to 12 boys open. Joey, Diesel, Matthew, Camden, Patrick, Vaughn, and Carson. Out in front is the number 3. Looks like we have Camden for the win. Rack number 2, 10 to 12 boys open. Dominic, Jackson, Benjamin, Bryson, and Declan. Top 2 make it through. Out in front, we got Ben Johnson leading the way, followed by the number 33, Bryson Moore. Right on Bryson's tail. All right, 13-14 boys open. Ryder, Frankie, Justin, Tyler, and Eason. Top 2 make it through. We got Eason and Tyler. Number 1, number 2. On to the 4 straight they go. Ten and under girls cruiser, Adeline, Natalie, Emma, and Ellie. Out in front, we got Adeline Shoemaker leading the way, followed by Ellie, then Emma. Around the turns they go. Battle going on for second place. Ellie and Emma. See what happens in the final 2 straights. Ellie's going to transfer. 17-20 women's cruiser, Drianne, Amanda, and Emery. Janzi in the way, followed by Amanda, followed by Emery. 30, 36-40 women's cruiser. Mariana, Tara, Ashley, Kat, and Natasha. Out in front, we got Mariana leading the way, followed by the number 5 and Natasha Moore, and the number 2, Tara Thomas. Oh, Tara taking over the number 2 spot. Puts the squeeze. I think Natasha said, I got to be able to drive home. All right. Little kids, big wheels. 7 and under cruisers. Maxwell, Ryder, and Parker. Out in front, that's the A63 of Maxwell, followed by the 270s. Oh, I don't know. There's a battle going on for second place. I was going to say Parker, but Parker's out in second. Ryder's in third, but Ryder's turning on the steam. We'll have to see what happens in the final turn and the final straight. Maxwell's got the win, but I think Parker got that one. 11, 12 cruisers. 11-year-old cruisers, Caden, Declan, Dexter, and Vaughn. Top 2 make it through. I think we got Declan, Vaughn, Shoemaker. (17 to 20) cruisers, Steve, Sebastian, Gavin, and Bill. Out in front is the number 13 is Steve, followed by the 27, Bill, followed by Gavin. Into the turns they go. Only the top 2 make it through. So watch the final 2 races. They're going to battle it out. Gav is turning on the steam. It's going to be close. I don't see the finish line, so I can't make that call. Just a reminder, my call means nothing. It's the scorers at the end that have full and final say. Back to our novices, 5 and under novice. Calvin, Haley, Simon, Job, Jameson, Carson, Cooper, and Martin. Full rack of little bikes. Looks like we got the 756 in first place, followed by Haley, followed by the 229 of Carson, followed by Cooper, then Calvin. I think we got too many people in the gate for this one. And they're off. 6-year-old novices. Tristan Brooks, Max, Caleb, Tiago, Jackson, Tanner, Samuel, and Lincoln. Leading the way, it's the 966 of Tiago, followed by the 840 of Brooks, followed by the 436 of Max. That's the way they're going to finish. Seven-year-old novices Chase, Blair, and Joshua. Leading the way, we got Chase, followed by Blair, followed by Joshua. Blair and Joshua battling it out for second place. Joshua's trying to make his way around. We'll see what happens. Blair's able to hold him off. Down the second straight. Joshua's putting on the steam. Takes over the number 2 from Blair. Into the turn he goes. Chase, Joshua, Blair. Kincaid. We're mixing Jackson Kincaid. Jackson Kincaid, 8-year-old novice. Jackson Kincaid, you are needed on the gate. Your race is a total points race. You are not transfer. If your race has 3 riders in it, it is run as total points even though we are doing transfer racing. All right, 8-year-old novices on the track. Jackson and Ty. Looks like we got the 558 of Ty leading the way, followed by the 165 of Jackson. I think that's the way they're going to finish. Ty, then Jackson, on to the final straight. Nine-year-old novices Emma, Santiago, and Ryan. Santiago's leading the way down the first straight, followed by Ryan, then Emma. right, on to the fourth straight and final straight. Santiago leads the way, followed by Ryan and then Emma. Total points racing. Every moto counts for them. All right, 12-year-old novice is moto number 22, Lauren Carson and Andy. Out in front looks like it's the 614 of Carson, followed by the number 11 of Lauren, followed by the 192 of Andy Smith. On to the third straight they go. Carson, Lauren, Andy. Single file racing. Hey, Calvin, no. You don't play with that one. That's for this. 15-year-old novices, Allie, Frankie, and Andrew. 163 of Andrew Clevenger out in front, followed by the 630 of Frankie, followed by the 022 of Allie. You need to go to the potty?
All right, you know where it is. Go.
Hold the gate. We got to get eyes on Andy. All right, give a hand for our down rider. Alrighty, 17 to 20 novices, moto number 24, Ricardo, John, Hunter, and Chris. Leading the way is the 578 of Hunter, followed by the 18 of John, followed by the 655 of Ricardo. (41 to 45-year-olds Brian, Juan, and Taylor. Brian gets into the turn first. Taylor's coming low. We'll see what happens down the second straight. Brian holds on to the number 1 spot. Taylor in 2, Juan in 3. Ryan for the 1, Taylor for the 2, Juan for the 3. .46 to 50-year-old novice is Anthony and Glenn. Out in front, we got Anthony, followed by Glenn. All right, we're going to skip ahead to moto number 28. Six-year-old intermediates Cole, Ryder, Jacob, and Christopher. Leading the way, we got Christopher at 1, Jacob in 2, Cole in 3. Top 2 make it through. Round turn number 2 they go. Christopher and Jacob, followed by Cole in 3rd. Maybe Matt Litsky? He probably took all the 20s. You can check with Matt. Do you know where my Subaru is? It's got the big bike rack, Subaru Forester. It's like right over there. In the front seat, there's a maroon cash thing. There's 2 piles of 5s and 2 piles of 1s. No problem. Can you grab the checkbook too while you're in there? They're all together. Thank you. 8-year-olds intermediates. Jamison for the win. 9-year-old intermediates on the track. Blake, Dexter, and Evan. Into the turns they go. Blake out in front, Evan in 2nd, Dexter in 3rd. It's going to be a tight race. These are 3 solid racers. Top 2 make it through. Ten-year-old intermediates, Patrick, Andrew, Camden, and Jackson. .356 if Patrick's out in front, followed by the number 4, Jackson. That's the way they're going to finish. I think we've just gone back to moto number 27 here. Nelson, Wayne, Doug, and Carlos. Looks like we got Doug. Doug and Wayne? No, Doug and Nelson. Sorry, Doug and Nelson. On the track. Looks like they got a boat ride. All right, moto number 32, 12-year-old intermediates, Ashton, Matthew, and Diesel. Oh, taking it low and catching through. Squeezing through on that line. It's the 657 of Diesel in the 1 spot, followed by the number 3 of Matthew Braun, followed by the number 4 of Ashton Hamlin. Into turn number 3. Diesel's opening up his lead, but Matthew's pouring on the steam, closing it back up. We'll see what happens in the final straight. '26, 35-year-old intermediates Anthony, Joseph, Michael, Zach, James, and Spencer. Out in front is the 179, followed by the 32. Anthony and James. '46 to 50-year-olds, David, Ed, James, and Duran. Duran takes the first. Ed takes the second. 8-year-old girls expert, Adeline, Callie, and Gwen. Out in front is Callie Kopeski, followed by Gwen the Natty. Yes. Yes, I do. There we go. Oh, you probably need. Wait, little buddy. Seven-year-old experts, Parker, Maxwell, Finnegan, and Brooks. That was quite the race going on there. Nailed by her to the end. Who gets the transfer? Nine-year-old experts. Looks like we had some bars rubbing coming into turn number 1 there. But out in front we got Mason, followed by Brady, followed by Axel. Top 2 make it through. Let's see. Mason opens up his lead. Brady, Axel. All right, 10-year-old experts on the track, Bryson, Joey, Dominic, and Jackson. Out in front, we got the 13 and Dominic, followed by, looks like the 30, Joey, and the 33, of Bryson. Once again, top two make it through. It's going to be a drag race to the end. Moto number 40, 11-year-old experts. Benjamin, Caden, and Declan. Out in front, we got Ben Johnson leading his way around the track, followed by the number 2, Declan, followed by the number 3, Caden. On to the fourth straight and into the fourth turn they go. Ben's out in front. Declan, Caden, that's the way they're going to finish. 14-year-old experts, Aiden, Justin, Easton, Ryder, and Tyler. Easton, Hot Dog Easton out in front, followed by the number 48 of Ryder, then the 27 of Aiden. Another case of top two. Get the transfer. Oh, it's going to be tight. 46-50 experts. Final moto of round two. After this, we're going to get back to our Pro-Am for their final round for round three of the Pro-Am. Oh. Scott's in first, Jake's in second. Luke's back on his bike. Looks to be in good shape. Give a hand. Alrighty, round three of the Pro-Am.
Round number 3 Pro-Am action getting locked and loaded on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon. I got Johnny Vance, Rebecca Robinson, Nolan Cardwell, Ben Cardwell, and Jim Bramer getting ready for gate number 1. Thank y'all once again for Capital City BMX for putting this race on today. Give a hand to your volunteers. All of them make it happen, working their hard to get this sponsorship money up for the Pro-Am. Everybody traveling in for this race. Gate slamming down on this one. I got Bramer on the inside, getting it done from the outside. You better check those cards coming out of turn number 1. It's going to be Cardwell, Johnny, and Bramer, and Cardwell, and Robinson. Down that second straight into turn number 2. Cardwell sitting on the top side. Johnny taking a look, see if he's got that low point action working in the 3. Bramer, the older one, in turn number 3, sitting in the 3. Got Cardwell on his back door. Coming out of turn number 4, sitting on the top side. Cardwell taking it home. Johnny, Bramer, Cardwell, and Robinson. Here we go, getting locked and loaded. I got Bedinger, Waller, Wright, Moore, Bramer, and Welch. One more time, gate slamming down, round 3, looking for some total points, low action coming at you. I got the Dirt Devil sitting in the top spot. The Supercross ride, checking it out down that second straightaway, sitting on the top side. It's going to be Bramer. Looks like it's going to be the 25 bike of Waller sitting in the 2. He's got the number 1. Coming out of the turn, it looks like it's going to be Bramer sitting in the 3, trying to shot for 2, get some low point action. Moore going to take the win. We're going to have a drag race to the finish line. It's going to be Waller, Bramer, and Bedinger. One more rack of this Pro-Am coming at us. Stacked up, I got Clark, Bramer, Markle, Thompson, the Missile, and Schwartz. all day long. Gate slamming down. I got Supercross action, but on the inside, he's got Clark trying to get in there into turn number 1, but it's going to be Bramer sitting on the top side. I got Bramer taking him down that second straightaway. Missile trying to shot for some action into turn number 2, looking for points. It's going to be Clark on the inside, hanging on to the 2, but I got the 1 bike of Schwartz in the 4 into turn number 2. Turn number 3 action coming at you. Bramer still sitting on the top side. Bramer, Clark, Missile, 1, 2, and 3. Schwartz in the 4. Thompson trying to shot for a little low point action, getting under Markle, moving into the 5. Bramer taking the 1. Waller, Missile, Schwartz, Thompson. All right, go to concessions, grab you a hot dog. If you see a volunteer, thanking them for being out here today, getting this race done. We're going to get the semis totaled up for the Pro-Am. Get you something cold to drink, take a little break, and we'll be back shortly. All right, we're going to work on those semis. We're going to print semis for the Pro Open and for 9 and under Open. We'll have those up just shortly.
Last chance for 50-50. Last chance for 50-50. Assassin. Don't money. Last F on the bad fight.
Last chance for the balance bike. Go get yourself a raffle ticket if you would like to take home a brand new balance bike today.
All righty. Daniel. All right, it's time for the 50-50 drawing and the drawing for the balance bike. All right, the balance bike is going to be done first. It's being drawn. Let's see who it is. Number 5306258. This is for the balance bike. 5306258. Come on down to concessions. Get your brand spanking new orange balance bike. All right, we got a winner. Awesome. Yeah, we're numbered into 50.
For money?
Yeah, this is 50-50. What's the pot? You know?
Wait, is it
We
off?
put the rest of it in the.
Can I say 50-50? No. Can I say when it's 50-50 time? It is 50-50 time.
All right, that's right. It's time to draw the 50-50 raffle.
Pick a good one.
All right, let's see which one we got. 5306339. 5306339. You won the 50-50. Come on down to concessions to claim your prize of $120. 5306339. Justin. Victor. Victor gets it. Victor Vila.
Good job. Let me yell good job.
Do you have it? Yeah. All right, you actually got to come up a little bit further.
Can I yell good job? Good job.
Should we start the semis now? All right, we got a couple semis to run. All right, we got 2 rounds. Or 4 motos to do. 9 under boys open and pro-am. All right, we're going to get started with our pro-am here.
All right, semis start heading up the stage in semis. We got Pro-Am semi going to be up first, and then we're going to have 9 and under open up second. Thank y'all once again for coming out to Capital City BMX on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon. Having fun, enjoying being out here for Homer and Frida.
All right, for the 9 and under boys open, it's Brady, Preston, Santiago, Jace, Finnegan, Samuel for moto number 1. And for moto number 2 is Jamison, Mason, Axel, Ty, Brooks, Ratledge, and Brooks Hurley. That's going to be a fun one to call. But we're going to get started with our 2 motos of Pro-Am.
Got our pros locking up, rolling up the top of the hill. Let me introduce you to the players in the first semi-pro open. I got Cameron the Dirt Devil Moore, Johnny Vance, Tom the Missile, Ryan Bramer, Nikki Schwartz, and Michael Rick. Gate slamming down on semi number 1. I got one coming unclipped. I got some pro action going into turn number 1. It's like going to be Supercross colors. Cam Moore getting it done out of 1. He got the Missile in the 2. Got Bramer in the 3. Schwartz. Here comes Johnny shopping for the 4. Coming out of turn number 2. Cam sitting on the top side. Missile. Bramer, Schwartz, Johnny looking on the outside. Got one more to go. One more turn. Turn 3 coming at you. Turn number 4. Moore sitting in the 1. It's Moore. Missile. Bramer 1, 2, and 3. Bramer going to shop for a little low action. Here comes Johnny looking for the finish line. Schwartz going to hang on to the 4. Ooh, let me tell you what we got coming up here. Second Pro-Am semi. I got Cam Bramer, Nolan Cardwell, Wesley Clark, Russell Weiler, Sebastian Benzer, and Jeremy Thompson. Gate slamming down on this one. First straight action going into turn number 1 on the inside. I got Bramer, got Carwell on the outside. Here comes Thompson looking for an inside move out of 1. I got Bramer sitting on the top side, but he's got Cardwell on the outside looking into turn number 2, getting a little horsepower action. It's going to be Cardwell, Bramer, Thompson. He's got Waller coming. He's got Clark coming. Thompson hanging on to the 3 out of turn number 3, looking for the 4. Cardwell still on top side. Bramer, Cardwell, Bramer. Oh, man, shopping for low points. Getting to 3. Thompson hanging on to the 4. Clark in the 3. Oh, yeah, 9 and under opens coming up. You want to do this one since I'm here? Yeah, sure. Check them out. Semi number 1, I got Hubbard, George, Hernandez, Talley, Lee, and Hernandez. Gate slamming down on this. I'm going to pick up some number plates. Got the 2 bike. Looks like George in the 1, getting it hooked up into turn number 1. He's got company coming in the 2, the 3, the 4, stacking them up out of turn number 1. I got the 2 bike sitting in the 1. It's going to be the 2 bike. Looks like the 20 in the 2. Looks like Hubbard in the 2, the 96 and the 6. It's going to be Hernandez. Talley, I believe, in the 4. Looking for a 16 coming out of turn number 4. Finish line 1, 2, 3, and 4, taking them all to the next round. It's going to be George, Hubbard, Hernandez, Talley. One more semi to go, 9 and under open. I got Roberts, Gray, Lawrence, Hurley, Ratledge, and Hurley. Yeah, we're going to run the Pro Open main after the overall amateur mains. The second one. Yep. Gate slamming down. I got 6 of them shopping for 4. Somebody with a major hole shot, the 17 of Mason Gray, getting it done, going into turn number 1. Trying to check out of here, getting out of here like that cheap motel. It's going to be Gray sitting in the 1. Down that second straightaway, picking up some numbers. Looks like I got the 4 bike of Lawrence in the 2, the 1, and the 87 sitting on the bubble. It's going to be Roberts in the 4. He's got company coming, trying to shot for that 4, but Gray's got it checked out. He's already heading the main event, looking at it, coming into turn number 4. Gray, Lawrence, Ratledge, Roberts taking it 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, main event's coming up soon.
All right, we're going to get our mains figured out. Motos printed. And then on to mains racing. right, special thanks to our sponsors today, Power Home Solar, Jaguar Land Rover of Raleigh, Witherspoon Rose Culture, Sharks BMX, Team Mongoose Mayhem, and Nomads for the Whole Shot Awards. We've had a fun day of racing so far. We hope you all have had a fun day as well. We're going to get our mains figured out, posted, and on to racing. All right, it's dollar dog time. $1 hot dogs, price reduction. Must clear. Dollar dogs until they're gone. So if you're looking for a snack, we got some dogs for pretty cheap. And I'm looking over at the moto board and I see motos have been posted. So mains are up. Go take a look. We'll get into racing shortly. All right, so we're going to get started with our opens, and then we're going to do the pro-am, and then we're going to go into cruiser. For opens, it's cash awards only. Cash awards only. To be done at the very end. We got to figure it all out, tally up the money, then give it to you. There are no stamps today. We have custom awards for today's race. So once our turn officials and scorers get in position, we're going to get down with racing. All right, I think we're ready to go. Down goes the gate, and they're off. 10 and under girls open. Moto number 2, Adeline, Gwen, Callie, Blair, and Natalie. Out in front, we got Nat leading the way, followed by Callie Kopetsky, and then Adeline Shoemaker. Gwen, then Blair. Battle going on for first place. Nat's holding on to first place, but Callie's right on their tail. Into turn number 3 they go. Nat takes away Callie's line, holds on to first place. It's going to be a drag race, but Nat holds on to first. Callie second, Addie third.
So Natalie's buying me and her mommy drinks tonight. That was the deal. I'm going to go tell the girls I'm excited about my drinks.
All right, 11 and over girls open. Emily, the birthday girl, Fisk. Ashley Nyborg and Lauren Pike. And with that, Emily Fisk is out for an early lead, followed by Ashley Nyborg and Lauren Pike. Into turn number 2, they go. Emily, Ashley, Lauren. Single file racing down the third straight. Emily's opening up her lead. And that's the way they're going to finish. Nine and under boys open. Brady, Preston, Santiago, Finnegan, Jameson, Mason, Axel, and Brooks. Looks like we got some slip pedals coming into the turn, but it's a battle out front. Preston, George leading the way, followed by Axel and Mason. Mason goes low underneath. Axel takes over the number 2 spot. Brady Hubbard's in 4th. Oh, there's a battle on for 4th as well. Quite the race going on. 3rd place, taking a quick look. Oh, it's going to be a drag race. I'm not quite sure. Brady, I think Brady got it, but my call is not final. Ooh, we lost the rider. Diesel's down. Out in front, we got the number 5. Jackson Kopetsky going strong, followed by, I think that's the number 13, Dominic Dunn. Gonna dun, followed by Matthew Brown in 3rd. And the number 3 Gold Cup, Camden Roberts in 4th. Oh, we lose our number 1 rider. Jackson's down. Dominic Dunn takes over the number 1 spot, followed by Matthew Brown. Ben Johnson's in 4th. And that's the way they're going to finish. All right, we'll give our down riders a chance to finish out their laps. We'll get on the 13 and 14 boys open. All right, 13-14 boys open. Rider Justin Tyler and Eason. I think we got the number 48 out in front, but he's getting lots of heat coming on from Justin. Yeah, that's the number 9 of Tyler styling it over, followed by an 8 Justin, followed by Eason Vaughn and Ryder Markham. All right. On back to the Pro-Am. Got Cameron the Dirt Devil Moore, Nolan Cardwell, Cameron Bramer, Thomas Missel, Wesley Clark, Ryan Bramer, Nikki Schwartz, and Jeremy Thompson on the gate.
Gate slamming down on this one. Here we go. We got the fastest 50-year-old I've ever seen out there. Get it done. Jeremy Thompson into turn number 1. I got the Dirt Devil. I got Bramer shopping Supercross colors into turn number 2. It's going to be Bramer. Oh, man. Cardwell getting there. Bramer, Cardwell. Missile moving into the 3rd. Moore into the 4. Taking him into turn number 4. Action coming at you. And it's going to be Bramer taking the win. Cardwell. Moore looking for the 3rd, get it done, Missile in the 4.
Oh, man, that was something else.
And, the guy that won not pro, is he? No, he's just an expert. I think he's ready for that. I don't know.
I was out warming up because I thought we were running them at the end.
He did great.
They just told me, oh, we're going to do the match for the open. I'm like, all right.
All right, I'm going to bring
I was
Candy.
riding in the parking lot warming up, and I was talking to Mark. We were walking down. He's like, crap, Cameron's in the gate. And I was like, oh, crap, I got it.
Oh, wait. This is our kid, too. We got to watch her. Although I don't think she cares about this one. She gets second no matter what. Just take it easy.
Down goes the gate. 10 and under girls cruiser on the track. Adeline Shoemaker, Natalie Matluck, and Ellie Hustis. Nat takes on the number 1 spot. Adeline Shoemaker right behind, taking it low. Coming down to 2nd straight, followed by Ellie in 3rd. Addie's putting on the steam, coming on strong. We'll see. Nat's holding on, watching her lines around turn number 3. Down to 4 straight. It's Nat, Adeline, and Ellie. And that's the way they're going to finish. All right, 17-20 women's cruiser. Drianne, Amanda, and Emery on the track. Drianne's out, gets out in front, showing the way to the rest of the ladies. Amanda's in 2nd, Emery's in 3rd. Round they track they go. The Dust Bunnies in 1, Amanda's in 2, and Emery's in 3. I do believe this is Emery's first time on the track, so give her a round of applause. Coming out, first time on the track. It's double point race. (36-40) women's cruiser. Mariana, Tara, Ashley, and Katarina. Katarina's out in front. Kat's out in front, but Ashley's right on her. We've got a battle going on for first. Ashley takes a low, gets underneath Kat. I can't really tell which one's out in front. We'll see what happens in turn number 2. Kat takes the inside, gets out in front, followed by Ashley, then Mariana, then Tara. Kat's holding on to her lead. Down onto the rhythm section they go. Ashley's right on her. Puts the steam on. We'll see what happens in the last straight. I think Kat got it. All right, little kids on big bike, 7 and under cruisers. Maxwell Moore, Ryder Kratt, and Parker Carlson out in front. We got Maxwell leading the way. Parker takes a low, slides into number 2 underneath Ryder in turn number 1. We'll see what happens in turn number 2. Parker's holding on to his lead. Ryder Kratt coming on strong. I have a feeling we're going to have a little bit of a race for second place. On to the final turn and straight they go. Maxwell's 1, Parker 2, Ryder 3. And I think that's the way they're going to finish. (11-year-old cruisers Caden, Declan, and Vaughn. Out in front, we got Caden in first place, followed by, Declan out in first place, Caden in second, Vaughn in third. On to the third turn they go. Declan, Caden, Vaughn. That's the way they're going to finish, I think. Oh, Vaughn turns on the steam, but Caden holds on to it. 17-20 cruiser, Steve, Sebastian, and Bill. Sebastian's out in front, followed by, I think that's Bill? Nope, that's Steve in second place, followed by Bill in third. Steve started putting on the steam. Sebastian was like, nah, I'm going to go a little faster now. It's going to be Seb, Steve, Bill. All right, 5 and under novices, Haley, Simon, Job, Jamison, Carson, Cooper, and Martin. I'm not quite sure who's out in first place, but in second place we got a mummy. And the mummy's putting on the steam, trying to get out in first. Out in first place, it looks like it's the 857 of Simon, and then our little mummy is the 249 of Job, followed by the 614 of Martin Toro. I don't have their names, but I got checks. Just in the check box. You just got to put names. They're all signed and everything. You just got to put names on them. Okay. Where I do it? Oh, right here. Yep, right there. Just give me names.
You got to write checks?
Oh, he's writing. They've actually already been written. We just got to put somebody just had to put the names on it. I don't know who it was that got first. All right, our 6-year-old novices are on the track. Tristan Brooks, Maximiliano, Caleb, Thiago, Tanner, Samuel, and Lincoln. Oh, we got some good racing going on down here. Out in front, we got the 96. Nope, 95 of Samuel Hernandez, followed by the 74 of Caleb Pike. 966 and 844. 840 are battling it out. That's Tiago and Brooks Hurley. Tiago takes over the number 3 spot from Brooks. On to the last straight. Seven-year-old novices Chase, Blair, and Joshua. Chase leads the way, has been doing all day, followed by Blair, then Joshua. Let's watch these two in the back. Joshua and Blair have been trading off back and forth all day. Let's see what happens in the main. Blair puts on the pedals, but here comes Joshua, trying to figure out a way. Blair's trying to push him up, hold her line, keep him behind him. But we'll see what happens down this 4th straight here. Takes away his line, takes it tight into the turn. Chase, Blair, Joshua. I think that's the way they're going to finish. What the heck happened here? All right, looks like we got a boat ride in our 8-year-old novice class. The 5:58, a tie. Leading the way. Just take it easy. You've got number 1, man. All right, 9 novices, Emma, Santiago, and Ryan. Santiago's out in front, followed by Ryan, then Emma. I got a picture of it, so I'm good. All right, Santiago's out in front. Ryan's in number 2. Emma's in number 3. On to the 3rd straight, and into the 3rd turn they go. Twelve-year-old novice is on the track. Lauren Pike, Carson Smith, and Andy Smith. No relation. Out in front is the 614 of Carson, followed by the number 11 of Lauren Pike, followed by the 192 of Andy Smith. And that's the way they're going to finish. Alrighty, 2 riders on the track. 15-year-old novices. Looks like we got a race going on for first place. We got the 163 of Andrew, followed by the 630 of Frankie. Andrew and Frankie on to the 4th straight. Frankie trying to figure out a way into that number 1 spot. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a drag race. I think Andrew's got it. Ooh. 17 to 20 novices, John, Hunter, and Chris. We lost Chris at the start. He's getting back up. We'll get him checked out. Out in front, we got the 578 of Hunter, followed by the 18 of John. Alrighty, moto number 21, 41 to 45-year-old novice is Brian Wan and Taylor. We got a conversation going on between Juan and Taylor. I think Taylor's giving Juan some encouragement to pedal faster. I'm not quite sure. Juan's in 1, Taylor 2, Brian 3. All right, we got Anthony and Glenn out on their bikes. 46 to 50-year-old novices. Moto number 22. I wasn't sure the first time I saw it, but now I'm pretty sure. X-Wing pilot. In number 2, Anthony's in 1. '51 and over novices, Nelson, Doug, and Carlos. Carlos is out in front, followed by Doug, then Nelson. Into the first turn they go. On to the rhythm section goes Carlos, followed by Doug, then Nelson. And that's the way they're going to finish. Six-year-old intermediates, Ryder, Jacob, and Christopher. Ryder and Christopher duking it out. Who's going to get to the turn first? It's going to be Ryder. Ryder's out in first, Christopher's in second, Jacob's in third. Down the second straight they go. We got quite the cheering section down here. Ryder, Christopher, and Jacob. On to the rhythm section. Ryder takes it low, watching his lines. Followed by Christopher and Jacob. Eight-year-old intermediates, Israel, Jameson, and Tevin. Out in front, Israel leading the way, followed by Jameson, followed by 7. Jameson putting on the steam. Let's see what happens in the rhythm section and final turn. Israel's holding on to his lead, but Jameson's coming on. I think it's just a little too much to overtake. 9-year-old intermediates Evan, Andrew, and Blake. Handlebars to handlebars, but Blake's in there first. Oh, Jacob's in there. Blake gets into the first turn first. It's Blake out in front. Andrew takes over the number 1 spot. Elbows to elbows. Andrew gets in the turn. Blake takes it low, looking to get back into number 1. Andrew's holding on to it, though. Andrew, Blake, Evan on to the rhythm section and into the final turn. Howdy.
If everyone that made the pro main can meet under the pavilion.
Pro-Am?
Just meet under there would be great because I think they're trying to head out and they want to do
Okay. All right, Pro-Am riders, please head to the staging area. Pro-Am main event riders, staging area, please. Pro-Am main event riders, staging area, please. 10-year-old intermediates on the track, Patrick, Camden, and Jackson. Twelve-year-old intermediates, Ashton, Matthew, and Diesel. Out in front, we got Matthew Brown. And I believe that's Diesel in second place, followed by Ashton. Diesel's looking for a way up to the number 1 spot. We'll see what happens coming into turn number 3. Matthews has a healthy lead, but Diesel's gaining on him. On to the final straight. All right, 26 to 35 intermediates. Anthony, Joseph, Michael, James, and Spencer. We are missing a rider. Okay. Let's see, out in front, we got Michael leading the way, followed by the number 32, James Holder, followed by the 126 in third place of Joseph Vaughn. That's the way they're going to finish. All right. Pro-Am main event riders. Staging area, please. Go to the staging area, please. If you're a Pro-Am main event rider, please come to the staging area. We have something you want. All right, 46 to 50-year-old intermediates, Ed, James, and Durand. James out in front, followed by Durand, followed by Ed. On to the rhythm section they go. Let's see what happens. James is holding on to his lead, but Durand's not slowing down. He's not giving up yet. I'm seeing pedaling. I'm seeing pumping. James holds on to it. The gate goes down, and 8-year-old girl experts come out. Adeline, Callie, and Gwen into the turn first. We got Callie Kopeski, followed by Adeline Shoemaker, followed by Gwen Salter. Down the second straight they go. Callie leading the way. Addie second, Gwen third. All right, 21 to 30 women's experts, Emily, Bianca, and Tara. Out in front, Emily Fisk leading the way, followed by Bianca, then Tara. Into turn number 1 they go. I love that Emily has her helmet painted. Oh no, she lost the top. That's all right. Thank you. Seven-year-old experts, Maxwell, Finnegan, and Brooks. Maxwell leading the way. Oh, but it's being taken over by Brooks Ratliff for the number 1. Maxwell Moore in number 2. Finnegan Lee in number 3. Maxwell's not out of this yet, though. He's figuring out a way. He's going to go low. Onto the rhythm section. Oh, look at that foot down. This isn't motocross. Maxwell takes over the number 1 spot. Brooks 2, Finnegan Lee in 3. That was some old school racing back there.
Oh, wow, look at this. This is a good one.
9-year-old experts, Brady, Preston, and Mason. Preston out in front, followed by Mason, then Brady. On to the second straight. Preston's leading the way, but Mason's not out of it yet. He's still looking for a way up to number 1. Brady's back there looking for a way up to number 2. On to the rhythm section. It's going to be Preston, Mason, Brady. All right, 10-year-old experts. Joey, Dominic, and Jackson. Jackson comes out first place, followed by Dominic, then Joey. Down the second straight they go. Jackson's down in front, but Dominic is looking for a way to get up there. We'll see what happens in the rhythm section. It's going to be Jackson, Dominic, Joey. All right, 11-year-old experts on the track. Moto number 36, Benjamin Johnson, Caden Eicher, Declan Sims. Out in front, Ben Johnson leading the way. Caden goes low, tries to take over the number 1 spot. Declan's like, I'm going to hold on to number 2. So Ben 2, Ben 1, Declan 2, Caden 3. On to the rhythm section they go. That's the way they're going to finish. All right, 14-year-old experts, Justin, Easton, Ryder, and Tyler. Out in front is the number 9 of Tyler, followed by the number 8, Justin, the number 6 of Easton, and the 48 of Ryder. That's the way they're going to finish. Manualing and jumping. Final moto of the day, 46 to 50 experts. Looks like we got Scott and Luke duking it out. Sorry, it's Scott and Jake duking it out. My bad. Scott's in 1, Jake's in 2. Round the turn they go. And that's the way they're going to finish. And that is our final moto of the day, folks.
Anyone that wants to participate in the costume contest, please meet under the pavilion. In your costumes, okay? Under the pavilion in your costumes.
Hang on, how do I turn this off?
All right, if you finish in the top 4 for the Opens, come to the starting hill. We'll do the awards there for your awards. Other than that, awards going to be downstairs here at concessions. Thank you for coming out. We had a great time hosting everybody. We had a great time racing today. We hope you did too. And enjoy your October 31st, your Halloween.